5 deadliest natural disasters caught on CCTV cameras. Disasters can strike at any time, but occasionally cameras catch the drama and destruction. If you want to know some of the deadliest disasters ever caught on camera, just continue this video on our channel Just Scary. Andover, Kansas. The population of Andover, Kansas, a suburb of Wichita, is just under 15,000. A deadly storm that strikes the area in the spring of 2022 brings the already close-knit community even closer. A tornado of EF3 intensity slammed outside City Hall on April 29th. Security camera footage shows the tornado forming in the sky before it touches the ground. City Hall managed to survive the disaster with only minor damages as the tornado went 12.5 miles in 21 minutes, seriously damaging a YMCA building and numerous other structures. At roughly the midway point of the video, we can see the twister developing in the clouds. The winds aren't powerful enough to lift cars or cause structural damage, but they finally touch down and move across the tree line before crossing the stage at the Capitol Federal Amphitheater. They are still able to completely tear off flags off of poles and destroy trees. Finally, the storm moves on and continues to wreak havoc in Andover. Thankfully, no lives were lost, but the Andover tornado brought to mind the 1991 EF5 tornado that killed 17 people, according to Fire Chief Chad Russell. Between 50 and 100 of the more than 950 structures that were in the storm's path, according to the chief, suffered major damage. According to the Wichita office of the National Weather Service, the EF3 tornado that devastated the Wichita suburb of Andover lingered on the ground for 21 minutes while leaving a 12.75-mile-long path of destruction. St. Louis, Missouri. A strong EF4 tornado made landfall in the St. Louis, Missouri metropolitan region on Friday, April 22, 2011. The 170-mile winds wrecked the Easter Sunday plans of good Catholics who were getting ready throughout the weekend. Given that the Good Friday tornado was the most powerful to strike St. Louis since 1967, they did undoubtedly experience God's wrath that day. The tornado made a pit stop at Lambert International Airport, the state's busiest airport, along its 21-mile path. Security camera footage from within the airport captured the moment the storm caused EF2 level damage to Concourse C, shutting down the airport for 24 hours. The occupants could feel the approaching storm as they looked up at the ceiling and sought shelter in a neighboring bathroom. 3 pilots or TSA agents appeared to have just managed to enter the restroom before the storm passed. There were about 500 people in the airport when the tornado struck, but only 4 of them were taken to the hospital where they were treated and released. Fortunately, no one passed away in the Good Friday tornado, though a few people had some injuries to deal with, and half the glass in Terminal 1 broke in the storm. Lambert International suffered damage equivalent to $25 million on that day, but it reopened on Easter Sunday with 70 passengers. Later on the same night, Lambert was struck by 2 tornadoes. Even if they may have done less harm this time, it appears that Mother Nature still has problems with St. Louis visitors. Before we move on, for more content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified whenever new videos are posted. Rise. Rise is a Turkish city that is steeped in antiquity. In the 6th century BC, the Greeks utilized it as a crucial Black Sea commerce hub. But as today's history shows, it finally fell into the hands of the Romans and the Byzantines. The rich coastal city of Rise is situated on a small sliver of land between the sea and the mountains. There are wealth disparities between city dwellers and mountain dwellers. Heavy rains in mid-July 2021 caused massive landslides in the mountainous areas, destroying the vulnerable settlements below. A CCTV camera caught the harrowing scene when one family just barely made it out alive. A woman emerges from one side of the house to meet up with folks on the other in the first scene of the video. We figured there might be a little bit more vigor in her step if she knew what was coming, but it was clear she had no idea. Although there is no sound in the video, these people must have heard the rock slide approaching their house. Imagine not seeing it coming and then witnessing it destroy the home you were in only moments earlier. Sadly, 2 more individuals went missing and 6 more died as a result of the landslides in the Rise province. The Turkish president promised to contribute 5 million liras or roughly $500,000 to the rescue effort. However, the Turkish people would unfortunately experience more heavy rains which persisted throughout the end of July and caused further floods in the northeastern part of the country. The following month of that same summer, August, brought about the worst floods in Turkish history, making the situation even worse. The abundance of mud caused by these floods could not be stopped no matter what. The mudslides caused by these floods could not be stopped no matter what, causing debris and other clutter to flood the streets of the cities in the Rice province. All of the debris was eventually washed away by the mud, leaving us with a constant flood of heavy gray sludge. Tupelo, Mississippi. The sixth largest city in Mississippi, Tupelo serves as the political, economic, and social center of the northern part of the Magnolian state. The birthplace of Elvis Presley gives the city a strong musical heritage. Visitors and tourists flock to the city where the king was born and nurtured. Unfortunately, as locals discovered firsthand in the spring of 2014, Mother Nature doesn't seem to be a huge Elvis fan. An EF3 tornado tore into Tupelo for 38 harrowing minutes in April of that year. The tornado also struck St. Luke's United Methodist Church, and surveillance cameras saw it destroy the neighborhood playground. The storm completely erases the color from the scene. After some time, the tornado finally passes the playground, toppling trees and scattering debris in all directions. Amazingly, the camera was unharmed, but the rest of the equipment wasn't so lucky. Although the rain is making it difficult to see, you can see the tall trees flying by in the distance, demonstrating just how strong the storm was. As the storm continued along its 31-mile path after finishing in St. Luke's, its 150 miles per hour winds destroyed 300 homes and businesses and took one life. Illinois flood. The spring of 2013 was a horrible time to be a school student in Illinois since the Illinois River delivered an unprecedented flood that broke the 70-year records, causing damage to 200 homes and structures. When a levee burst, Marseille, a river town in the LaSalle region, sustained the most damage. An elementary school in Illinois was caught on camera as river water rushed through the front door and swamped the whole first floor. The water continued into the basement, rendering the entire school unusable for the remainder of the year. As can be seen in the footage, a tiny pool is beginning to form in the atrium, but the rapids tore the door off its hinges, flooding the entire lobby. The front desk is soon removed by the water, which also moves quickly throughout the basement and first floor. 600 children were relocated from the damaged school, and they had to finish the school year at Churches, a former high school, and a separate elementary school. It was necessary to wait until September for parents, teachers, and pupils. That brings us to the ending of today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Also, express your valuable thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you wish to see more exciting videos like this one, spend some time watching our other videos on the channel. Until next time, I bid you adieu.